This video is intended to help you in the various stages of the construction of your softline garden deck from Vetedy. Before starting the installation, clean properly the surface which will be covered by the deck garden. Also, be sure to choose an appropriate area, like a slab of concrete, a self-draining screed, or a foundation based on compressed gravel. Using a spirit level, check the direction of the slope of your ground in length and width. Locate the highest and lowest point. It is also very important to think of the flow of water. Therefore, we recommend providing a slope of 2 to 3% if your support is not self-draining. Do not install your softline deck garden on a furnished ground. Begin by taking your measurements and calculating the angles so that the deck is properly aligned with your facade. In our example, the deliberate angle is 90 degrees. Also calculate the height at which you want to place your floor garden with a minimum of 54 millimeters. Check the regularity of the walls and their squareness. Warning: if your walls are not straight, check if they are convex or concave, and do not forget to take that into account when cutting and laying of the first plank deck. Using a chalk line reel, draw the first axis perpendicular to your facade. Then draw a line parallel to it, which will correspond to the opposite limit of your garden deck. Verify that your two tracks are parallel and trace 40 cm segments over the entire length of the first two tracks, then on all the demarcation perimeter of the installation surface. Then, using a chalk line reel, draw straight lines which connect the opposite sides of your plan, so as to draw a grid composed of small squares of 40 square centimeters. Warning: this grid will serve as the base for any construction. It is essential that it is as accurate as possible, so feel free to check your measurements once more. Here is the full range of wedges and adjustable pedestals to suit all required heights. They are all available at your Vetedy dealer. Please note that there are different adjustable pedestal sizes. Before laying the adjustable pedestals, glue their base. Then lay the adjustable pedestals at each crossing, beginning with the highest point of your installation surface. The markers on the adjustable pedestals indicate that they are placed correctly. Set the pedestals at level using a spirit level and proceed as illustrated on our timeline in order to prepare the first battens installation. To ensure better stability of your softline garden deck, double the battens that will compose the belt structure. Lay the battens in quincunxes and proceed to pre-drilling. Glue then the battens on the side before screwing them together with stainless steel screws. Repeat the operation for the opposite side. Now, set the belt battens on the adjustable pedestals and check the linearity with your spirit level. For the installation of the other battens, check their curvature and set them with the convex side up. Always set the battens properly at the center of the adjustable pedestals, end to end. Once you reach the end of the battens line, cut the extra piece and place it at the beginning of the second line of support. Warning: Please make sure never to have two end-to-end battens in two pedestals which are close to each other. The junctions should absolutely be on different lines of adjustable pedestals in order to ensure a better stability of the garden deck. By reusing the extra cuts of the previous lines, your battens will never be badly placed. Repeat the operation as many times as necessary. To strengthen the structure, use crossbars which will bind the belt with the first line of batten structure. To do that, cut through them and fix them to the structure using stainless steel screws. Repeat the operation at both ends of the battens and on both sides of the structure. We will now fix the Vetedy softline clips. These clips are not in plastic. They are made of a composite material which has a faculty of memory. This allows it to follow the movement of the wood, which expands depending on the season. This composite material will not rust and does not mark the wood. In order to prepare the installation of the first clip's row, cut the back part of the clip into bevel. Place then the clip at the end of the batten, taking into account that the space between the clip and the wall is the same on both sides of the garden deck. With your chalk line reel, draw a straight line at the level of your marks so that all clips are aligned. Then screw the first row of clips along a straight line. Please make a note of the fact that a cable will pass under the structure. Before placing the first flooring row, be careful to fix it in the correct way. The larger side of the groove has to be inserted into the fixation spurs. In order to ensure it, check that the clip interlayer is not in direct contact with the wood. The clip interlayer should not touch the wood plank, so as to allow wood dilation in case of resumption of humidity. The interlayer are in contact with the wood. From now on, if you are planning to install a finishing belt of the garden deck, calculate 81 mm from the outer edge of the batten and draw a line with the chalk line reel. Place the first floorboard on the clips. With a rubber hammer and by small touches, push the floorboard into the clip. At this point, you can place the second clip under the plank, always by means of a rubber hammer. Please check that it fixes properly into the first clip. Verify that the interlayer is well placed against the first floorboard and screw the second clip into the batten. To begin the second line of flooring, see the fall of the first line. The Vetedy softline system foresees a tongue designed to fit into the neighbouring plank to ensure the sustainability of your garden floor. First, place the floorboard correctly on the clips and then slide the plank so as to allow the tongue to enter in between the grooves. Using shims, align the planks on the chalk line. Repeat the operation line by line, always ensuring that you report the cut-off pieces of planks onto the next line. Please make sure that the plank junctions are always made on the batten in the middle of a soft line clip. By means of an adhesive tape, mark the floorboard which surmounts possible electric cables. To be sure to never begin a line the wrong way around, make sure that the composite tongue is never visible on the left side of the structure. Now your garden floor is finished, we will proceed to constructing the belt. With a chalk line reel, draw a straight line on the floorboard which follows exactly the one previously drawn on the batten. Adjust the height of the saw and proceed to cutting the plank. Also, cut at 81mm the battens which form the understructure of the construction, and to reinforce them, fix an extra batten below them as additional support. Before placing the battens on the side of the construction, make sure to first cut them according to the natural slope of the ground. Once all belt battens are placed, fix the soft line clips, which you had previously cut straight. Tighten the clips all around the structure and lay the parquet planks. Do not forget to proceed by cutting 45-degree angles in order to form perfect corners. To install the last floorboards correctly, split the clips and place them back to front at 23mm distance from the last clip. In the other direction, where planks are already placed, the distance between the clip and wood should be 14mm. Fix the clips at a 40cm distance over the whole length of the battens. Fix the floorboards onto them, remembering to always cut the end of the planks so as to make a 45-degree angle. For those clips which had been previously cut, you can now add a screw to their side in order to fix them to the battens. Once the finished planks have been placed, glue removable intercalary and place them between the planks. We will now remove the plank which is placed over the electric cables. To remove this plank, cut the spacers off the clips with a chisel. Then make a lever with a flat chisel to dislocate the plank from its clips. Fixed interlayers severing. In order to replace the board, simply let it slide into the soft line clip groove. Use then the removable interlayer to replace those that you come to cut off. Like all outdoor floorings, in order to keep its beauty, your garden deck needs a yearly or biannual maintenance, depending on the region in which it is built. Please notice how we do that in a few steps. First, sprinkle your garden deck abundantly. Then remove the exceeding water. Spread the planks with Vetedy wood sobering, making sure to wear gloves. Cover a maximum of 10 square meters at a time. Clean with a mono brush fitted with a black pad. The product reacts by the rotation of the pad and dissolves the dirt. If necessary, add water under the mono brush so that the part you are treating remains moist until the end of the brushing. Rinse abundantly with some water to clean the surpluses of dirt. Once dry, your soft-line garden deck will find its new brightness, as if you just came to install it.